What's up, guys? Welcome to the BFF Report. I'm your host, Mike B, aka Phony, and today we're going to be talking about Minecraft-inspired games. And we say inspired because saying clone insinuates that everything about these games, or this game, is exactly like Minecraft. Whereas if you look at Minecraft, that was obviously inspired by Infominer, even by Notch's own admittance, Infominer, Dwarf Fortress, etc., etc. So calling something a clone, kind of silly, but calling it inspired, definitely pretty accurate. And the first Minecraft-inspired game we're going to be taking a look at is Castle Miner, and we're going to be playing in offline mode first, just to kind of get the gist of the game, and I kind of show you guys, you know, some of the basics. Like, for example, well, here's your world. There are no trees, no vegetation of any sort, unless you count the grass graphic that's on top of the blocks there. No fall damage, and obviously that means no health bar, so there's no penalty to doing anything. So here's a rock, and there it goes. Goodbye grass, goodbye all you grasses. I know I don't sound terribly enthused, and there's a good reason for it. Of the bunch, I would say this is probably my least favorite, and for good reason. It just feels like the game is not I can't even say it feels like the game is not finished. I feel like the game is not started. I'm not sure where the direction is here. It's great. It's a voxy. I can run in there. I can place blocks. I can destroy blocks, but there's no meaning to any of it. So here's some lava. So I'm like, okay, let me just test this out real quick, because I don't want to just jump on some lava. Oh, I'm safe. I'm totally safe. Okay. Can I scoop up the lava with my pickaxe? Sure can. All right. So it's like, you see, maybe you guys feel me on this. It just doesn't quite seem like it is polished enough to even be on the Xbox Live indie market to begin with. I'd like to see where they plan on taking this as far as a departure from being just a straight Minecraft clone and being more Minecraft inspired, but so far we really can't tell. Now, what you're looking at here is all the blocks that I have in my inventory that I could use. So this would be great because there's tons of colors and everything. I could build something colorful. It's like creative mode, right? I can just go through and just kind of build whatever I want. Now, there was a whole bunch of them that were actually locked. And the only way to unlock them is by doing things. So first, I'm putting down murky water here because I wanted to see if it would react to the lava. It did nothing. And then I think for the next like 30, 40 seconds, I basically just sat here and just kind of freaked out for a little bit, throwing blocks all over the place. And then I unlocked another block because I put down a whole lot of blocks. Yay! Oh man, yeah. So you can fly, and there's a day-night cycle. There's stuff here that makes sense. It's an infinite world. I kept going. And I probably destroyed my hard drive doing this, but I just kept on flying forward. And I kept on, generating more land. So that's cool, right? I built the Justice album cover, right? So there are things you can do in this game. Unfortunately, it just doesn't quite seem that it is release ready, even in the slightest. But they do have multiplayer mode. So I logged into a random server here and just want to see what these guys are working on. And they're building a sweet house, right? They have a couch with a plasma. They have bedrooms. They even have a toilet in their bathroom. I mean, that's awesome, right? You go to the roof. They have what looks like a swimming pool or something. And then we swing right over to the left here, and they have a rooftop indoor football field. That is awesome. Now, it's worth mentioning, again, that I got into this game not because I know who these guys are or they're my friends playing the same game, but because it actually has a browser that let me go through and see what games are currently active. So that is nice to have a client browser. That is nice to have a client multiplayer server browser. Just wasn't sure if I was clear the first time. The next game up is Fortress Craft with the loudest music I've ever heard in my goddamn life. Are you kidding me? It's the most ridiculous thing. It's so much louder than everything else on Xbox right now. It's wow. Thank you, Jesus. Now, there's a huge list of things that Fortress Craft does different than Minecraft to set it apart, whereas the only thing that really makes them similar is the fact that you can build things, right? And other like general items. For example, here you see I'm completely up my field of view, which is actually kind of cool because then you can take it and narrow it all the way down if you want to shoot like videos or something in the game with your avatars for whatever reason. You get that nice narrow like depth of field. See if that makes any sense. Then again, I don't know how many Fortress Craft machinimas there are out there. I'm sure it's a really popular thing. Again, just like survival mode, just like Castle Miner, you have an unlimited number of items to build. There's no materials to go and mine or farm or whatever. You just basically build stuff. There is, however, a ton of unlocks of things that you can get. Like there's rockets or a rocket pack.
There's camouflage. There's lava blocks that you can stand on and don't take damage, right? Again, back to the no damage thing. There's like a freeze ray. There's different kinds of guns. There's trampolines, which I found to probably be one of the funnest ways of getting around. But again, it's just survival mode. There's no penalty to doing anything. And by no penalty, I mean you won't die. However, here's a situation where I'm just chilling, minding my own business, and I left the server open on purpose because I wanted people to come in and to do stuff. And I realized one of those things could definitely be, I don't know, griefing. Remember, there's no penalty as in dying. However, being able to grief somebody like this is definitely hilarious. There's also a reason why there's a setting to not allow guests to edit stuff. You hear that? You hear that sound? That's the sound of my little, like, 6x8, 3-block high home that I built with a ton of torches on it being completely annihilated. And then this asshat comes over and like kind of smiles in my face, and then I'm able to ban him. Pretty funny stuff, and thankfully I didn't have anything on here that I actually put any kind of work into. Then again, besides time lost actually building something, you never really put forth the effort to begin with to actually mine the resources needed to build that item, so you're really not losing that much. Now here I am again, somebody else shows up on my server randomly because I left it open for guests to come in and join and edit because I figured that was the best way to get random people in. And I wanted to see how the interaction took place in multiplayer because you don't get to experience that a lot in Minecraft.
Hello. Your world's pretty gay, huh?
I like how my world has to be gay.
Okay, so what's your world supposed to be? You're like in a party or something right now? Is that why you're not answering me?
I don't have a microphone. I'm not answering him because I don't want to talk to him.
Or you just don't have a mic.
See, there he goes.
Or you're just gay.
Or I'm gay. Oh, that's what it is. I'm gay. That's why I'm not talking. God damn it. Why did I realize this sooner? Now I thought he was gonna actually start tearing things up, like it just to be like a douchebag. But notice he actually starts helping. Oh, hey, you are totally gay, dude. Let me help you with that. It explains so much, doesn't it? So then I decided to go server hopping and check out other people's servers. And what's nice, again, is that there is a multiplayer server browser built into the clients. Anyways, Fortresscraft is the #1 indie game on the Xbox Live market right now, and it's 240 MSP, which is equivalent to $3. If you're looking for the creative Minecraft experience, this game is right up your alley. It gives you tons and tons of items to work with. There's tons of different modes that you could go into, and one of the probably the greatest modes I've seen in any Minecraft emulator or clone or inspired or any Dwarf Fortress clone or inspired game is the workshop. Check this thing out. This video is from somebody else on YouTube because he actually went in there and was able to use it and do all this crazy stuff to it. He is placing blocks, and what it is, it's gonna read it. And you know what? The best way to describe this, remember Willy Wonka where Mike TV stepped in the thing, he's all like, I wanna be on TV. And then they shrunk him down to like a little thing and like they were able to go and pick him up out of the TV and he was small, right? That is exactly what the this is. That is what this is. I'm a genius. That is the best way to describe what this thing is. And you could take that item and you could put it down anywhere you want. So this guy made a chair and some tables and he's gonna be placing them all over the place. That right there is a genius feature. If you're looking for something like this in your creative Lego block type game experience, this is for you. And the last one on my list is Total Miner, which is about as close as you're going to get to the Minecraft experience on the Xbox. I mean, period, point blank. There is the other two games are not even in the same category as this game in Minecraft, even though they're inspired by. The only thing that makes these games similar is the fact that they're voxel based and you build stuff, and that's pretty much it. I mean, here's something you don't see in any of the other games. Trees. Just look around. There are trees around. I mean, here I am. First of all, I'm scrolling through the different themes. You guys probably saw them. That's pretty awesome, right? Great feature. But you actually have to go and punch trees just like you do in Minecraft, except for here you start off with an axe, so maybe it's not quite the same thing. But right off the bat, I was like, yes, finally, here's a game that's not like Castle Miner and Fortresscraft, where they basically just give you everything, where it's like very casual, lets you just kind of build whatever you want. And you actually have to go through and work for the materials that you need. Now, there's a couple ways you can look at the whole work for part, okay? Let's take a look at these two bins, okay? These two little shopping cart bins. These are two little stores. One of them is for tools and one of them is for blocks, okay? Tools and like accessories, blocks and like whatever. Now you have money that you start out with and you can make money by selling stuff. So if you ever played Minecraft and you're running around and you have your bags like full of just crap like soil and sand and all that stuff, Well, here you can turn that into a profit. You go to this little station and you basically sell it off. Now, before we get started, let's take a look at the UI, because this is the first game that we've talked about tonight that actually had a UI that wasn't pretty much self-explanatory, okay? Upper left corner, we have a map, and that map is all it is. It tells you everything in front of you, everything behind you, and pretty much everything in between. It does not tell you what's to the side. It's a 2D map. Then in the lower left corner, we have a couple of things. You have a health bar, ooh, and when you go underwater, there's actually an air bar, ooh, right? And then there is the items that you equip. Now, you have 2 hands. You can actually use them both. One of them is gonna be for your tools, and the other one's going to be for blocks that you're placing down. That's kind of efficient. You do have 2 hands. It's kind of interesting that you could actually use them in this game, right? Then there's this blue arrow that's like, looks like it's pointing somewhere, like a compass or something. Well, it kind of is. It locates blueprints. Now, blueprints are scattered throughout the map, and not just on top on the surface, but they're underground too. And the further down you go, you get better stuff. As a matter of fact, I believe there's a grenade launcher somewhere deep down. But anyways, as you collect each one, it'll point to another one. The faster that it spins, the closer you are. It actually tells you in 360 degrees where this thing is located. Very handy. Then you have depth. And depth is pretty much self-explanatory. And I'm talking slow because I'm showing you how deep this game is. And I don't mean deep in a sense that there's so much you could do. I mean, literally, this game is f***ing deep. It goes down 2,000 blocks. I believe Minecraft is considerably less than that. As a matter of fact, the other games that we talked about today are also considerably less than that. Now, there is a drawback to this. The drawback is that you don't have an infinite spreading world horizontally, right? I mean, as you go out on the map and you start actually exploring, you will hit a wall, which, okay, that sucks. But the fact that you could just dig forever is, to me, totally worth it. It's a mining game. I mean, seriously, it's a mining game. It's kind of like, that's kind of the goal. And cut. Now let's talk about crafting, because that's obviously a very important part of these types of games. Here, it's a little bit different than Minecraft in that you have a feature that pops up and it tells you what it is you can build. Other than that, it pretty much falls right in line. Now, in Minecraft, you can build anything you want if you have the resources, right? You have to go down and get diamond if you want to have diamond-plated armor. Here, you need not only the resources, but you also need the blueprints that we mentioned earlier, and they have to be in your inventory in order for you to be able to unlock it and build it. Also, I should mention that if you don't have enough resources to build something, you can buy it from the shop. However, there's a lot of things that are locked here, and I'm pretty sure the way it works is you actually have to have mined it once in order for you to be able to buy it from the store. So you can't just jump in here with a load of money and then go and buy everything you need to build all this stuff. Now, we have mining, we have crafting, we have punching trees, we have all that good stuff. We have exploring dungeons, right? So what's missing? Multiplayer online is missing. You can download other people's maps, and then you can share your own maps with other people. Unfortunately, unless the person is literally sitting next to you on the couch, you cannot do multiplayer. But that, I guess it's a good thing. If you have more than one person in the house that plays these types of games, you can have local multiplayer, split screen, so that alone is actually really cool, knowing that he's gonna be adding multiplayer later on. Day and night cycles are also not present in this build. It is on his list, on his website of things he wants to add, and to be fair, Fortresscraft also has a massive list of things they want to add, but they seem to be more geared towards game types, like they have different types of versus modes, whereas Total Miner seems to be geared more towards the getting people online and building and crafting together. Now, the only thing left is monsters, right? You build all this swords and the spears and all this craziness, so there has to be something to fight, right? Yes, and they are deep undergrounds, and this video you're watching right now is actually from my live stream, and this is my absolute first experience, real time, with the monsters of Total Miner. Enjoy.
At what point do I start discovering, like, Prothean artifacts and shit? What the fuck is that? What the heck's
Run. All right, so I don't know how much time we have, but I'm pretty sure we have practically none. So check out AAK Mike B. Let me know which one of these games you think is the best, or if you're just gonna stick with Minecraft and wait it out for them to come to the console universe, or if you're just like not interested in Minecraft type games at all. Let me know in comments below, or AAK Mike B at Twitter or Facebook.com or Justin.tv or YouTube, or I'll see you guys later.